Happy Tuesday, guys. It's Brad Corbin, your local Texas mortgage maniac, and I got a few tips and tricks for you today. Today's subject is saving money for your down payment, saving money to pay off debt. Maybe you have some bills that you need to pay off to get qualified for a mortgage. Maybe you are looking to save for a vacation. Maybe you already own a home. Looking to bring you some value today on a Tuesday. So just got a few tips for you. First and foremost, the name of the game is obviously to have the goal, right? Put your goal down on paper, be shooting at something. First thing that I like to do for my own personal finances, on my savings account, I have it separated from my main operating bank. So I've got an online savings account. I personally have used Ally, their SoFi Bank. I've got a money market account there that I use for my savings. And the reason for that is that as the feds have increased rates, the overnight rate, the banks have increased the interest that they pay per month, and the online banks seem to be higher interest rates that they're paying us as savers, consumers, for putting money in their bank. So right now, like at SoFi Bank, I believe it's 4.5%. Ally is about the same, 4.35. I think, I can't remember exactly. But operating from two separate banks sometimes is a great idea to keep yourself out of that savings, right? It makes you have to think about a purchase before you just transfer the money straight over to your account. The other thing to do, use monthly budgets. Obviously, everybody's been talking about inflation and how much everything costs these days. Groceries are going up, so on and so forth. We'll put ourselves on a budget. Nobody wants to be on a budget. I have never been a huge fan of it. However, it accomplishes my financial goals. And budgets can be as complicated or simple as you want them to be. Few examples from my own family. My Big John, my great-grandfather, used to have a small little notepad that he kept in his back pocket, and anytime that he spent money, he would take a pen out, write down what it was for, and then he would go back and put that in his budget back whenever he would get home, and he would have full accounting for the whole month of every transaction he had. If he bought a soda at the gas station, bought groceries, etc. My mother used to take her paycheck, put it in, cash it, put it in envelopes for our spending money. So we had a grocery envelope, we had a entertainment envelope, we had a water bill envelope, and literally take the cash out, pay the bill, right? So if we're at the grocery store, we'd have the grocery envelope with us, we'd go buy it. We had a clothes envelope, and we were saving money in certain envelopes for later use, maybe 2 or 3 months down the line for back to school shopping, that kind of thing. There's many Microsoft Excel spreadsheets I have access to that I've created, and some that I've even purchased that look at it as a monthly view or maybe a yearly view, depending on how crazy you want to get with your budgeting. I'd be more than happy to help you with that and share those with you. There's also different apps. Chime has one. Mint, I believe, is one that I've used in the past. Anyway, there's quite a few different options there if you want it to connect to your bank account. Sometimes when we have that good old greenback dollar, we spend less money, which is why everybody takes credit cards. Another great tip, based on a study that I just recently saw online, showed that in the past 12 months, Americans have spent $71 billion on impulse social media buys. That's an average of $754 per person that's on social media per year. That's a lot of money. So tip would be to institute a 24-hour waiting period. You can get as stringent as you want. It could be 48, 72, some sort of a waiting period on non-necessary purchases, i.e. not groceries or fuel, medicine, that kind of thing. You can't think about that for 24 hours, but the headband that pops up or the t-shirt that pops up on your social media. Social media advertisements are now the equivalent of back when, before social media, before the internet was so big, on the aisle when you would check out, say at Walmart or a Target, that was like the impulse buy section. That was things people didn't really think about. And so a lot of the as seen on TVs were always up there by the cash registers because people impulse buy it. They didn't really sit there and think about it. And then last but certainly not least, a way to find down payment money is you can borrow from yourself from your 401k funds. That's always an option. They usually don't have a tax ramification for taking them out as long as it's for a primary home, things like that. So if there's any way that I can help you here at Guild Mortgage here in Burleson, I'd be more than happy to talk with you about your budget, help you come up with a plan for saving for a down payment. There's also down payment assistance programs, some of that kind of stuff that do exist as well. But if I can help you with your budget in any way, I'd love to be of value to you. Let me know. You can reach me via email, text, direct message me if you want access to any of the tools that I've put out here. If you've lasted this long video, hope that it brought a little bit of value to you. And thanks, and have a great Tuesday.